this is the biggest macro opportunity of all time. And so partly it's ego. I want to nail this. This is the big one. I worked my entire fucking career for this one bet. Here it is. And I'm going to take that bet in as many different ways as possible.
Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. In this video, Raoul Pal will talk about the incredible opportunities in crypto that can truly change your life. Let's catch him up to discover how to secure a better financial future.
This is very similar to the 2016-17 cycle. Rates went up once in 2016 and then stopped. Didn't go up again. In fact, the Fed didn't even put any liquidity in, but the Chinese had to because the dollar had been too strong prior, so they really had to stimulate. And then the Europeans and the UK then had Brexit, and they started stimulating. So the US didn't need to be doing it. Same in 14 and 15. I mean, rates didn't move. There was a bit of QE that came out of Europe, obviously for the banking thing, the Draghi, everything it takes. But then after that, crypto, the amount of movement in crypto doesn't need a massively large total amount of liquidity. People just over-focus on the Fed, over-focus on balance sheets. Just as long as global liquidity keeps rising by 8%, crypto will still do 100% a year. It's kind of... So I worry less about it. I think, again, people have an anchoring bias on the last cycle, but having seen three of them, the last one was the outlier, and crypto went up less and finished earlier. So therefore, that kind of doesn't make sense if it's just the liquidity cycle. I think a lower volatility cycle in terms of the economy actually creates more risk-taking than a higher volatile cycle like COVID. So what happens in a debt deflation is the value of collateral falls in excess of the loans, and so it gets called on. And the collateral gets liquidated. What they learned in 2008 was a very simple trick. Debase the currency and the asset optically goes up. That was the whole Draghi thing. That was everything. So we cannot do that because we know the mechanism, the US, that is. You know, can it happen in individual countries, whatever? Yes, but not the US because it has the reserve currency. It has the fiat currency. So the 1929 scenario cannot happen. It simply can't happen. We've taken that left tail out. However, let's say, okay, Bitcoin goes to 1 million this cycle. It's a stupid cycle. It all gets out of control. Massive bubble. Could we skip a cycle? That's possible. Could we fall 75%, rally, don't go the new high? We've seen NASDAQ skip a cycle. NASDAQ skipped a cycle from 2001, where it fell, so 2003 low. It kind of skipped a cycle first before it really started going. So, you know, I'm open to that idea, but we'd have to see a full-blown bubble cycle. My guess, that's the next cycle. I think that's the whole everything, AI, ridiculous, everybody knows the game, bubble cycle.
Bitcoin recently soared past $100,000, marking a pivotal moment in its price trajectory. This rebound came after a rocky start to the week, driven by several critical factors. Analysts suggest the move may signal a broader attempt to reach $110,000, fueled by renewed market confidence and shifting economic indicators. A key catalyst behind Bitcoin's rally was the release of the November Consumer Price Index (CPI) report, which revealed a slight increase in inflation in the United States. Historically, such data prompts traders to adopt a cautious stance ahead of CPI announcements and Federal Reserve meetings. However, with the CPI now public, risk appetite returned, pushing traders back into the market and driving Bitcoin higher. Another significant contributor to Bitcoin's price resurgence was the reappearance of the Coinbase premium. This premium, a metric indicating stronger spot demand for Bitcoin, pointed to intensified buying pressure. As buyers dominated, Bitcoin's price found fresh momentum, breaking through critical resistance levels. Additionally, futures market dynamics played a crucial role in Bitcoin's ascent. The surge above $100,000 was accompanied by significant liquidations of leveraged short positions. Data from CoinGlass highlights the clustering of asks around the $101,500 range. A breach of this level could set the stage for another wave of liquidations, potentially propelling Bitcoin closer to its all-time high.
In the end, you've got to realize that if you get back in at a higher price, you're assuming more risk. So when I sold Bitcoin, I'd bought it at 200, sold it at 2,000, a 10x. Fantastic. In my world at that time, that was like a heroic trade. And it went up another 10x. I did not buy back in. And I was comfortable because I'd made 10x. And I told myself it's okay. Because if I had then realized, oh, fuck, I should get back in, I buy back in, it's 10,000. It was only like 3 weeks that it went from 10,000 to 20,000 and then back down. Your risk increases so much further than an entry price at 200.
Mm-hmm.
So you just have to realize you just have to become a little bit more stoic.
Yeah.
And say, I'm happy to accept what I've got and not what could have been. Because there's always somebody on X that's making more money than you. There's always somebody who's talking about the trade that did 100x that you never got. There's always somebody laughing, saying, look how much money I'm making in meme coins. You don't know the truth. You don't know how many zeros they've had. You don't actually know their P&L. You don't even know if they've got $100 or $100 million. You don't know anything. So you've just got to step back and say, what matters for me? Am I trying to compete with random people that I actually don't know the truth about? Or am I trying to unfuck my future? And if we're trying to unfuck your future, it'll try and stop you taking too much risk at the wrong time. Well, partly it's money and security, but it's also, this is the biggest macro opportunity of all time. And so partly it's ego. I want to nail this. This is the big one. I worked my entire fucking career for this one bet. Here it is. And I'm going to take that bet in as many different ways as possible. The other thing is I understood very early from Occupy Wall Street onwards that it really mattered to people and that they needed to unfuck their futures and that it's creating societal discontent. And if I can help as many people as possible and it aligns with my own personal goals, well, that's a win-win. That's kind of like the idea of that community idea where you can participate in a community. Well, my community is people who want to unfuck their future. And you know what? It does it for me too. It does it for the system wide as well, because we need it, because the system is broken, and it helps people. So if you've got such alignment of interest, and it's the greatest macro trade of all time, got to do it.
Solana's SOL prices surged, driven by significant developments in its ecosystem and broader market recovery. Currently trading at $230, SOL has gained over 6% in the past 24 hours, erasing the losses from earlier this month. This follows a remarkable recovery across the cryptocurrency market, including Bitcoin's resurgence above $100,000, which has reignited bullish sentiment for many altcoins. The recent integration of zero-knowledge (ZK) rollups into the Solana blockchain has been a major catalyst for its price increase. This advancement enhances privacy and on-chain computational efficiency, with innovative projects such as RCOMHQ and Bonsol leading the charge. These initiatives enable trustless encrypted computations on Solana, bolstering its appeal to developers and users. Projects like Darklake and Private LP further leverage these upgrades to provide secure and confidential DeFi solutions, enhancing Solana's technological edge. Network activity has also surged, contributing to SOL's upward momentum. Data from Deflation indicates that the total value locked (TVL) on the Solana network climbed from $5.6 billion in November to a record $9.5 billion in December, reflecting a 70% increase. This spike highlights growing user and developer engagement, further strengthening Solana's ecosystem. Moreover, technical indicators suggest bullish momentum. Solana recently found strong support around the $200 level and its 50-day exponential moving average. Repeated tests of this zone have attracted buyers, adding upward pressure. Despite encountering resistance near $242, breaking this level could pave the way for further gains, reinforcing Solana's strong performance and market position. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Seller. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.